Jack Porkins, ladies man, working it out of the 3-hole. Okay, all right. Porkins never met a hole he couldn't work. Galen Urso, where do we want to put you? Actually, we might, you know what? We might have Porkins work out of the 4-hole. What can you do out of the 4-hole besides guard and... We could just have... No, because we want you using Retribution. So we can't have you in the 4-hole. That means Galen Urso. Sorry, Urso, you're going to have to be in the 4-hole, which means you really won't need Sacrificial Stab. But I think we'll leave it equipped just in case of an unexpected shuffle. We do want you to have the mark target because we've got some mark synergies going on here. Dash! Maybe we put you in front? Or do we? Maybe we put you in 2. Actually, you know what? It works either way, really. We kind of want you to be able to dash forward first. Yeah, we want you to be able to duelist advance. This is acceptable. What's this? A dazzling mirror. Plus 4 speed versus bloodsuckers and a bonus... that's not so good. We have so many lepers amulets, though. We just need any short mission. Gentle Tide, I don't know what it does, but I'm okay with it. I don't like the fact that this is activate 3 protective wards, because that sucks. But I don't want to do a short mission. Would this team be good at killing the inchoate flesh? Maybe? The piercing damage that we have would be okay. The riposting would not be great because a lot of the inchoate flesh just stands there and heals. Also, I don't really want to waste a boss fight on this trinket. Let's go to the Cove instead. Plus, I don't remember what Gentle Tide does. I think it's just bonus EXP in the Cove, which we don't really care about. If we had a lower level mission here, I might go try to activate the Winemaker's Reserves. We are getting a little low on blood. This'll do. We got 3 jars of pineal gland. Oh, good. We're going to go feed a leech woman. That's what pineal gland is for. We still have 10 vials of blood. Medium length mission. Let's take 20 food. I'm probably overspending on food a little bit. 3 shovels down in the Cove. Give me 1 anti-venom, 1 bandage, 1 medicinal herb, 1 holy water, 1 key. 14 torches. We're carrying enough stuff. We have 2 people who need the blood, though. What's your curse level? Nobody's wasting yet. We'll probably be okay. You guys can tough it out. Just, you know, suck it up. So for you, my lovely, I don't think we want to give you bonus protection. I think what we... Well, where's that venom thing? Because I like that like little venom amulet you had. It was pretty good. Yeah. Bonus blight skill chance. Like that. I kind of like the idea of bonus critical. In fact, let's do bonus critical. For you, it's mad dodge. We want all of the dodge in the universe that we can get on you. Bonus damage versus bloodsuckers. Nah, don't need the dead rat. We might give the dead rat to our boy. Anything else that's useful for you? Gunpowder, bonus damage and range skills. Trap, disarm, and bonus dodge. You know what? We are going with kind of a dodgy sort of thing. Maybe we give you the bonus dodge? I'm shockingly okay with that. Take the Drifter's Buckle. For the Highwayman, I feel like we just give you bonus dodge, and then maybe we just give you a dodge stone, because we're not going to really do any better. Oh, you know what? You need bonus accuracy, though. So that you're not missing, because you do have the rabies, or did we fix that? We left you with the... Oh, never mind. When you got the Crimson Curse, your rabies just went away, because it's the most virulent disease one can have. While you have that, you're actually not allowed to have another disease. You know what? Let's give you a hero's ring, because I have a feeling like you're going to take catastrophic levels of stress damage. Don't really like the Mercurial Salve. We still don't have any decent healer trinkets. I guess take a survival guide. I'm not sure what else we could give you. And, you know, we wanted you to have things that increase your speed, I guess. We could just give you a speed stone. Seems like that's going to be it for the plus speed. Really all we can do. Alright, well, it sucks, but it is what it is. Sanguine Snuff. This Mercurial Salve is very tempting, but I think we got to save that for the Crimson Court. We're good. Off we go, then. It's a fogless mirror, Pete. You want that? I already have a fogless mirror, though, chat. I'm good. Don't feel like I would... 2 fogless mirrors just seems like I would be being greedy a little bit. This dungeon layout really sucks. And I think, hey, haven't we done enough things where if we camp with our shield bearer, she won't, the shield breaker won't have nightmare freak out because we've camped enough already? I have a medicinal herb, but you know what? I don't want to use it on the rotting fish carcass. We're just going to let this one go. We'll just poke it. It only contains some digested fish. Apparently it went to SeaWorld today. Got to see Shamu. Well, we got to go this way because there's a quest location. That sucks. How's your trap disarm? Pretty good. How's yours? Not as good. You know what? Give me the stress relief. Your trap disarm isn't fantastic, but getting rid of 8 stress is useful.
Another mariner? Another misfortune.
Okay, I never remember what Eerie Coral is. Eerie Coral is... Chat, is it anti-venom? Help me out here. I don't remember. It's herbs. Medicinal herbs. Okay. Unquiet. I did it with the wrong person, though, because we would very much have liked to have gotten rid of Tuckered Out instead. Or Nocturnal. Or even just Tyromania would have been more useful. Yeah, whatever. At least it's marked on our map now. We know what it is, so next time we bump into it, we'll be fine. Get rid of this. Throw some pineal gland at it. The leech woman is now satisfied. She won't stab us in the back of the neck with a weird ring and drink our juices so that she can become young and vital again.
A handsome reward for a task well
Perhaps
performed.
this contains the blood? It doesn't, though. I mean, these guys might. A little bit of maddening wine. Galen Urso can't be maddened. He's onto your shit. How much health do you have? 12. We could kill you. We actually could kill any of these guys. You're not likely to give us the Crimson Curse. These guys are. My girl, Jen Urso, fucking working it. She's so good.
Decimated.
Dash Rendar! Also so good. This is why you got to be on the cover, chat. There's a reason Dash Rendar wound up on the cover of that video game. Enraging Slight. It's fine. If you move me... This team is actually pretty resilient to shuffling as well. It's not really a dancing team, but it is shuffle resistant.
Obliterated.
See, you move me forward, what happens? You get stabbed in the neck, that's what. Dash Rendar with the throat slicing murder. Hey, we got an invitation to the Baron's Court, too.
But a victory nonetheless.
Useful. We need to get rid of something. I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff. You know what? Here. What we'll get rid of?
Holy
Porkins
shit pickles, was
and
that
some
a
blood.
sub?
Guyfer, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. 13 months in a row. Twitch finally now sees my Jeff Bezos money. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for Jeff Bezos' money as well. Take another hit to the old wallet, Bezos. We're going to hit him where it counts. You want to hurt Jeff Bezos? Punch him in the wallet. Actually, that's probably the worst place to punch Jeff Bezos if you want to hurt him, because I got to imagine a wallet with $1 billion in it's probably pretty thick. I bet it would be very difficult to punch through. $1 That's like a pretty hearty stack of ones, especially if he's got it in like small denomination. $1 billion in ones would be ridiculous, though. Like $1 million in hundreds, I think, weighs 60 pounds. So if you had $1 billion in hundreds, that would weigh, what, 100 times more? It'd be 6,000 pounds? Do you think he keeps $1 billion in his wallet? What if he just has one check in there? What if he's just got an unsigned check that just says made... What if he's got a check in his wallet made out to cash for $1 billion, Chad? You don't know. I really wish I had another medicinal herb. Maybe we'll find one. We'll come back to it. We might be able to stumble across one. I really didn't want you to do that. That was supposed to be you that did that, but I'm glad that it succeeded either way. If we can find another medicinal herb, we can come back, get rid of another negative quirk. We got a lot of dungeons left here. I don't know, maybe get some more smelly fish. Only digested fish inside. The level of fish cannibalism we encounter in these dungeons really makes me uncomfortable, by the way. Okay, get rid of this. The ward is lit. The light is green, the trap is clean. If we touch this barnacle-encrusted chest, somebody's gonna get a nasty gash. Well, Dash Rendar, I mean, you already had one. It's fine, a little bit of blood won't kill you. Here, you know what? In fact, get another nasty gash. Nope, there's booty in this one. So make up your mind there, Dash Rendar. Is she a booty? Did she got booty or she got a nasty gash? Make up your damn mind.
Carelessness will find
Blood, I
no
must have the blood.
clemency in this place.
Oh, Jack Porkins has got the bloodlust upon him. So you should definitely stab a man in the heart. Jen Urso is fucking wrecking shop, though.
As the fiend
Dash Rendar has never thrown an attack that wasn't a critical. Every single shot the man has ever taken has been a critical. Every single one. Get the retributive bonk. We got double retribution work. Gonna barnacle bear the snail. Alright, that's fine. I guess we will mark this man.
a powerful blow.
Get bonked. Craving itself speaks through you. Well, we need you to puncture this man because your shit goes right through. You know what? Cancel his guard, actually. And then Dash Rendar. He finally didn't critical. Oh, I keep forgetting that's a party buff now. I keep thinking that one only applies to one guy, but it's not. That's actually a party buff. Bonus dodge, double retribution. I actually really like this party. Like, they're solid. 40-point critical heals are also quite nice. Jeff Bezos has a blank check in his wallet at all times. Some kid from a Disney series who isn't all cocaine. What are you saying, that kid does drugs, chat?
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I thought this ability was supposed to cancel a guard. Breaks guard can't be guarded, also does no damage and thus is pointless.
Continue the onslaught.
In the meantime, this team can... we maybe get rid of this ability then. What's the benefit of this? Oh, it has a pull. I'm not sure I like this skill. Maybe we deke that one and just take Adder's Kiss instead. Because Adder's Kiss moves... You know, that makes us more shuffly. Let's do that. No, you know what? This party... Never mind. I'm sticking with it. This can hit slot 4, and this party doesn't have good slot 4 damage. It's actually probably better for us. And then somebody you know what? Just key this. Key it like you keyed Padme's car. A little bit of bonus torchlight. Now we gotta backtrack a step. I like your conspiracy theory, by the way, chat, that it was Jeff Bezos who gave that kid the blank check and blank check. Although the question I have is, if a kid walks into a bank with a blank check or just a check made out to cash and it's for $1 million, do you really think a bank is just going to give that kid the cash? Most banks won't cash a check over like a certain dollar amount. Like you walk into an average bank with a check for like $10,000 and ask for $10,000 in cash, they're just going to tell you no. They'll be like, we don't actually have that much cash, sir. I'm sorry, we can't help you. They'll be like, we can cash it, but you'll have to come back in a couple days. And if you actually tried to walk out of a bank with $1 million in cash, even if you had given them time to get the money together so that they would actually have that much cash on hand, I'm pretty sure they still wouldn't let you just walk out of a bank with it. They'd like hire an armored car or something and make you take it home. Here, Pete, here's 100 bits. Each bit is worth $1,000. Sweet, I got my own blank check. They would give him a line of credit, not cash. I sincerely doubt they would give that kid a line of credit either. I don't think they would give him anything. I think they would be like, get out of here, kid. We're not cashing your stupid check for $1 million. Who the hell gave you this? Where did you steal it? We have found the journals of Darius Rucker, highwayman. Our journey is blessed, and we cannot fail. My guess is they'd probably be like, hey, kid, where's your parents? And he'd be like, well, they're dead, or whatever ridiculous shit the plot decided was a thing. They'd be like, well, sorry, then, we're not giving you the money. We're just going to call Child Protective Services and send someone to collect you. Also, we know whose check this is because it's got their name and routing number on it. We're going to return that to its rightful owner.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Admittedly, it does make for a shittier movie, I guess. You got to admit. Kylie Jenner is set to be a billionaire. I don't think Kylie Jenner's going to make it to billionaire, Chad. I really don't. Watched you stream this game for hours, and I still don't understand it. I mean, you know, it's relatively... It's just a turn-based adventure game. Characters are classes and whatnot. Sweet dodge by Galen Urso. Could you attack the guy who is marked Octocestus, man? I'm getting sick of you not hitting our marked units. Get stabbed in the heart. We have 2 units that are riposting and nobody is swinging at them.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, we gotta go a little heal there for Jen Urso. Galen Urso patching up Jen Urso. It's the father-daughter connection. I don't think he can hit ranks 3 or 4. I don't know what you're talking about, Chad. Octocestus, man? He definitely can. Do we want to riposte, or would we rather just slit his throat? I mean, I like the combo we've got working here with these 2 in front, where they're both just constantly swapping places. That works very nicely. Don't kill him, Jen Urso. We don't need him dead yet, because we want your pop to get a chance to patch you up. That's my girl. Little retributive bonk. And you know what? Just cut his throat. He's not going to swing at you anyway. Just slice him open and hit him with that bleed.
This expedition at least promises success.
You know, Wayne June, I'd appreciate it if you didn't jump the gun on that. The whole success thing. We have a bandage and we got somebody who's bleeding. Let's ditch that. Probably ditch the other bandage on the floor. I want the ruby for certain. The citrine and the jade I can do without. Is there something else I'd rather get rid of? You know what? Anti-venom, you can go to hell. Give me the jade. The fish idol. I believe fish idol is holy water? Yeah. It gives us bonus damage. I thought that one was stress relief. I thought the fish idol gave us stress relief. Pete, you should dump the notes. We don't have notes. We got an invitation to the Baron. That's it. I don't want to throw the Baron's invitation on the ground. We're going to need that. We got to go into that dungeon like 45 times. This is holy water, I believe, in the brackish tide pool. Or anti-venom. It's something we definitely don't have. Well, we got a buff out of it. That's fine. Bleed, blight, and disease resist, which is going to hold us in good stead here. You know what? Abyssal artillery. If we can soften these guys up, we might be able to kill them with a couple quick dashes. Take down the supplicant. He can't hit rank 4. The supplicant is unlikely to hit us with a Crimson Curse causing attack on his first shot. I tried to move. Okay, the thirst should not... Well, you know what? Half of our team already has the Crimson Curse, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Retributive bonk your ass. Get critical bonked, chump. And now we got 2 people reposting. Our goal should be to just guard Jen Urso from here on out. Although, given that Jack Porkins already has the Crimson Curse, the smarter move might be to just have him guard somebody who doesn't have the Crimson Curse so they can't get it. A little bit of bleed for Galen. Alright, you know what, Galen? You're a little tweaked up here. Patch yourself up. Can't make me angry, because when you tried to make me angry, I just slit your throat. You can be stunned and dead.
Pummeling.
I didn't want to go another round and give him an opportunity to maybe get another swing at us. We did pick up some blood, and somebody really wants it.
Push on to the task's end.
You're craving, drink the blood. We got another invitation to the Baron's Court. That's 2 in the same dungeon. Eat this food. Maybe restore our party order. We're running out of torches here. Do whatever you can to keep the shield bearer's stress low because you got the camping nightmare thing. We don't have to camp, Jet. Did you just stab Jack Porkins? You just stabbed Jack Porkins. That's not cool. Why you stab Porkins? What did Jack Porkins ever do to you? We're gonna make a special first sub emote? I mean, I'd love to, protagonist, and I'd be happy to commission a first sub emote for you, but the problem is, at this point, the only way you could get that emote is if you subscribed at the $25 tier, and I would not encourage anyone to do that ever under any circumstance. Jen Urso really hates fat people. I guess because she stabbed Jack Porkins and then also this guy? Is that what you're getting at there? She went for the thrall, but also only after she had stabbed Jack Porkins? Having our healer be stunned here kind of sucks. She says they're costly to the healthcare system. Didn't I give you blood? I gave you blood! Stop hitting our own team. I gave you what you wanted, you jerk. Don't saltily gouge me. There's only one man who gouges people saltily on this stream, and I am that man.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and
Name
driven
one
into the
thing
mud.
fat people have done for humanity, Poseidon J. You know what? I got one for you here, Grungy Sheriff. Cheesecake. Bam. How do you like that? Well, okay, protagonist, there you go. I guess that can be your first sub emote. You do have the rare golden stabby. I mean, you're out of your damn mind for subbing at the tier 3 level. That's just lunacy. I'll take that money and buy a game and give it away on stream. So I guess you could, I mean, you have the coveted golden stabby. Apart from myself, you're then the only other person with the golden stabby. Again, I think you're out of your damn mind, but don't let me tell you how to spend your money. It's your money. Do with it what you want. I don't really want a protection stone. I figure you've probably saved me more in that and that you've kept me from getting a DUI. Well, then I'm glad to have just performed that public service. I don't necessarily need to be compensated for it monetarily. That in and of itself is good enough. Like, if I have kept the roads safer for other motorists, I'm happy to do that. And also have kept you off of the roads when you were in not a state to be driving. That in and of itself, why not make a dirty dickwater gold emote? Because, you know, we only got only so many slots here, Chad. No more stress out of you, shit biscuit. You should use it to buy waffles. You know, I've been being a little more careful about what I've been eating lately, chat, so waffles aren't really... The availability of waffles is going down. And that I'm trying to, you know, eat less waffles. Guard Jen Urso. She won't even let you guard her, though. Okay. It's the theme of Pete's stream. Keep people at home and drinking alone. See, exactly. Now you're getting it, Chad. If you're gonna drink, be bitter about it. Drink alone. I could kill you right now, but I kind of don't want to. I'm still gonna, though. The golden stabbies are awesome. I'm glad you enjoy them.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We're running out of dungeon here. Where's the last thing that I can use to get rid of this jar of unguent or salve or whatever the hell it is? Here's a question, chat. If you went to a physician and he gave you salve, would you apply it? Not because you were afraid of the ingredients or anything, but just because salve sounds like kind of a gross thing to apply to yourself? Like, salve just sounds disgusting.
Inspiration and improvement.
Yeah, whatever. You can't hurt Jen Urso. She's untouchable, and also she already has the Crimson Curse, so there's really nothing you can do to her anymore. You can't hurt her anymore. She's already dead. Thanks to the voices in my head, I never drink alone. Now that's using your noodle, chat. I pronounce the V in salve. I mean, so do we. Salve. I pronounce it like valve. I mean, that's a common mispronunciation of the word salve, but it's actually salve, not salve. Don't even think about giving my boy the Crimson Curse, though. Not allowed.
Precision and power.
You will not be given Dash Rendar the Crimson Curse. This I will not abide. Would love it if Retribution did more than 1 damage. Would have also loved it if that attack had not been dodged. Alright, Galen. Get some heals on yourself there. No. My boy is there to step in front of it. Nobody's hitting Jen Urso.
Well struck.
That was pretty solid. Pretty solid work
As
there.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, I'd really like to get rid of this. I guess we'll dump the Onyx. I want the crest, and I want all of this stuff. I want the blood, too. How much is an emerald worth? 750? 2 blood or 750 gold? You know what? Get rid of the jade. The jade was also 750. Here, poke the fish idol. Well, we got a debuff. That's actually a terrible debuff, though. So, important lesson, never touch the fish idol. Perfidious Pete, what state has the best beer? I'm not really sure I'm qualified to answer that question, Chad. There's good beer available in basically every state, and I haven't drank every kind of beer in every state. So honestly, I can't really answer that question. We found, wow. Okay. We could have gotten rid of a total of 3 negative quirks in this dungeon if we had just brought more herbs. Next time we come to the cove, I'm bringing more fucking herbs. Even with the damage reduction, Jen Urso's still getting one-shot critical kills here, which is beautiful. I've drank every beer ever and California wins. I mean, there are some good beers in California, sure. But again, every state has great beer. Probably the best beer I've ever had, and this is gonna sound a little, like, Missouri-centric of me, but the best beer I've ever had is actually brewed in Missouri by a local brewery called St. Pete's Brewery. It's called St. Pete's Cream Stout. It's the best beer that has ever passed my lips. It is delicious. In all respects, it is utterly amazing. But probably Missouri was... Hey, don't... You just stabbed your father in the spine! That seems uncalled for. But also, probably the fact that it's from Missouri is just based on the fact that, you know, that's where I live, so I've drank a lot of more beer in Missouri than in basically every other state.
Knowing uncertainty, the birthplace of dread.
Yeah, go ahead and guard Galen Urso. What style was it? It's a cream stout. I mean, it is what it says on the tin. It's a thick, rich stout. It's a cream stout. Is there any beer that has a sweet taste to it? Like, probably literally thousands of beers.
A devastating blow.
You can get beers that have fruit flavor brewed into it. I actually have a pretty good Applejack beer in my refrigerator right now. It's pretty solid. Who do we want to guard here? You know what? Keep guarding Galen Urso, actually. He's in kind of a bum spot. He's also bleeding a little. A hazy IPA that's quite citrusy. I don't know if I'm sold on the fruit-based beers. I've been trying a lot of fruit beers lately. I've been getting a bunch of fruity IPAs. And I gotta say, all of them have been pretty damn mediocre. Cream stouts aren't usually nitrogen enhanced. I mean, it could have been. I honestly don't know. I'm not a huge beer connoisseur, so the subtleties of beer are basically lost on me. But you don't need to be a brewmeister to know whether a beer tastes good or not. And St. Pete's Cream Stout tastes better than any other beer I've put in my mouth. And I'm no, you know, I'm no worldwide, world-renowned expert, but there's been a lot of beer in my mouth. So it's not a small sample size I'm working from.
Is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yeah, that bleed really saved us like about a third of a second. Kept us from having to throw literally one more attack. Where is the final thing? This dungeon is 1 billion years long. Or a hobgoblin, a dark chalk. No, hobgoblin is fucking disgusting, though. Hobgoblin is actually one of the worst beers I have ever had, oddly enough, was a hobgoblin. It was fantastically foul. We should camp, if nothing else. We should camp just to try and get this camp thing out of the road. This will be our 3rd time, and I think that gets us clear.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against.
Let's eat the rest of this food. Get everybody topped up. What camping abilities do we want to use? We don't need bandit sense. Unparalleled finesse is good. Yes. Gallows humor also good. We need the stress reduction. So you have snake eyes. We need we need somebody to pep talk you. Do we have anybody who has pep talk? You have pep talk. Pep talk our girl. That's probably going to be it, huh? Well, okay, encourage, because Porkin still has more stress than I'm totally comfortable with. Let's get our last ambush out of the way. I'm such a beer snob, and yet I frown at wine snobs. I actually frown at both.
As the light gains purchase,
Although, I will agree with you, I actually think wine snobs are probably a little more irritating. Because beer snobbery tends to be more about knowing there's 7 nightmares for the shield breaker. Yeah, we've got the mechanic now. I tend to think that wine snobs are slightly more annoying than beer snobs. Beer snobs. But the reason is because wine snobs use like really ridiculous and flowery language to describe their wine. Beer snobs almost never do that. Beer snobbery is exclusively reserved for like the specifics of how the beverage was created. Beer snobs they're not going to tell you that, oh, this one is dank with herbal flavors. You can really taste the sage and the truffles in the ground. And also, I'm pretty sure I can get a subtle hint of decay from the cemetery next to the field where these hops were grown. That's the kind of thing a wine snob would say. A beer snob will never do that. A beer snob will tell you everything there is to know about how that beer was brewed.
Impressive.
They'll be like, this was sourced from locally grown organic hops. You can tell because it doesn't quite have the same flavor as the store-bought hops that the other breweries use. That's the difference between a wine snob and a beer snob. And I think wine snobs are probably a little more obnoxious and definitely more pretentious. Mead is amazing. I will agree with that categorically. Mead is fantastic. You should put it in your head at literally every opportunity. So how does a riposte work off of a riposte? Would he riposte us? Can we riposte him back? I'm assuming Adder's Fang is just a big blight. Yeah, it's a pretty big blight. All we can do... Okay, well, do a tracking shot. This gives us party-long buffs. Maybe mark that man as well. We don't really need a heal at the moment. Let's get the mark out and see if we can get our mark synergies working. One of these you have does bonus damage versus marked. Activate. You know what? Yeah. 10 damage and a blight. Pretty solid. Ow, that critical hurt.
Blurred vision.
Never had mead. You should do yourself a favor and, like, go get some mead, though, because it is straight up absolutely delicious. It is wonderful. Mead is excellent.
Quakes.
Save ourselves a little incoming damage. You have an untenable amount of blight on you.
Size alone.
It may be tenable in that we might be able to kill our way out of this before you have to take another tick. Or alternatively, your dad could just heal you completely from death's door to full.
Never hidden.
Go ahead and see if we can stun him again. I don't expect it to work, but it actually worked anyway. Beautiful. Well, you're dead then. Get sliced, Snake Plissken. Dancer's Foot Wraps. Huge move resist, plus that is not really that good. But we can take everything out of the dungeon. We've accomplished everything we set out to accomplish and got a not completely unhealthy amount of swag as well. Let's get out of here. Is mead really that good? Yes, it is really that good. It's just beer that's made from honey, effectively. It's a beer fermented from honey instead of, you know, hops or barley or any of the other things typically that one would ferment beer from. It is really, really, really good. If you have sugar issues, though, like diabetes, I mean, you're going to like mead, but yeah, you probably shouldn't really drink a lot of it. Bonus stress in the wield. Little extra move resistance, bonus speed on the first round. All of these things are good. Dash Rendar kicked some serious butt. The hangovers are a bitch. That is true, Command Post. Mead hangover is a bad hangover because of all the sugar.
Is ours.
It's like if you get really drunk on sweet wine, you're going to have a wicked bitch of a hangover the next morning. Luke Skywalker is controlled as cursed. Arsing is thirsting for the blood. Well, we brought extra blood back on that mission. We actually managed to fill 2 people full of blood and brought a little extra home for the kids back at camp. Lucky souvenir for some fan at home. We need upgrades. What do we need to get our next stagecoach upgrade so that we can... Instructor and Mastery level 3 and Armor Smithing level 3. Also, we could just... You know what? I think we need a couple more roster slots here. Fast Healer, Manslayer, and Natural. Natural is worthless, though. 20% extra HP with no trinkets, extra healing received with no trinkets, extra speed with no trinkets. If your first guy comes down with Natural Healer, it's great. If anybody subsequently comes down with Natural Healer, it's straight up trash. We're not hiring any of these guys, but we did need the barracks upgrade. What we really need to do is save up to 200 crests and see if we can't get the Puppet Theater build. That's what we really need, is a Puppet Theater. I don't suppose anybody made it to Resolve rank 4. Nope. I'm thinking that group we just took would be a fantastic farmstead team. With the exception that what we'd want to do is we'd want to sub out... We'd want to sub out the occultists for probably a Vestal. But if we sub out the cultists for the Vestal, that's actually a really, really good team. Very good. They would be very good at the farmstead. Maybe we just keep riding that pony till it bucks us.